What if everything you thought about suffering was fundamentally wrong? What if the discomfort, the pain, the profound challenges you face aren't barriers to your happiness, but instead, the most direct path to discovering your deepest strength and purpose? This isn't just a hopeful thought. It's a radical truth at the heart of an ancient philosophy. Today, we delve into the core of Stoicism, a wisdom tradition that teaches us to not merely endure adversity, but to actively embrace it. We'll explore why the Stoics believed that what stands in your way often becomes the way, transforming your perspective on every difficulty you encounter. Prepare to see your struggles in a completely new light. The Stoics understood that life inevitably presents challenges. They didn't offer empty promises of a pain-free existence. Instead, they provided a robust framework for navigating the unavoidable storms, teaching us that adversity is not a flaw in the design of life, but an essential component of human development. Consider the philosopher Seneca, a prominent Roman Stoic, advisor to emperors, and a man who experienced the extremes of wealth, power, exile, and ultimately, execution. His life was a testament to the fact that external circumstances are fleeting, but internal character endures. He had every reason to lament his misfortunes, yet Seneca saw profound value in every trial. He famously asserted, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This isn't just a poetic turn of phrase. It's a core Stoic belief in the transformative power of hardship, a process that refines and strengthens us. Think about it. A diamond starts as a rough stone, subjected to immense pressure and expert cutting. Without that friction, it remains just a rock. Similarly, our experiences, especially the difficult ones, are the forces that abrade our rough edges, exposing our true brilliance and resilience within. The historical context of Stoicism itself reinforces this idea. Born in ancient Greece amidst political upheaval and societal instability, it wasn't a philosophy for quiet contemplation alone. It was a practical guide for living well and maintaining inner peace in a chaotic world, demanding mental fortitude. This principle teaches you that facing struggles isn't about enduring bad luck, but about engaging with the necessary conditions for your own growth. It's about recognizing that the discomfort is not a sign of failure, but an indicator that you're actively being shaped into someone stronger and more capable. Taking this concept a step further, another towering figure of Stoicism, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, provided an even more direct and actionable insight into confronting adversity. Imagine the weight he carried, ruling the vast Roman Empire during times of plague, war, and personal tragedy. His meditations were not intended for publication. They were his private journal, a series of self-admonitions and reflections on how to live according to Stoic principles, even from the imperial throne. He constantly reminded himself of the power of perception and the mind's ability to transform obstacles. It was Marcus Aurelius who penned the incredibly profound and empowering statement, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This isn't merely optimistic thinking. It's a strategic approach to problem solving, revealing the hidden opportunities within every roadblock. How can a barrier, an obstruction, actually propel you forward? Because true impediments force you to adapt, to innovate, to reevaluate your assumptions, and to discover alternative routes you might never have considered in easier times. They demand creativity and resilience, unlocking untapped potential. Consider a modern example. A small business owner faces an unexpected supply chain disruption. Initially, this feels like a devastating blow, an impediment that could halt their entire operation. But instead of succumbing, they are forced to seek out new local suppliers, diversify their product line, or even streamline their internal processes. In doing so, the initial impediment of the disruption becomes the very force that makes their business more resilient, more agile, and ultimately, more robust than it was before. The obstacle, by forcing a new perspective and action, literally becomes the way to a stronger future. It's a fundamental pivot in mindset. So, how do you actively cultivate this Stoic mindset? It's not about passively accepting fate. It's about proactively engaging with life's difficulties, using them as training for your mind. The Stoics prescribe specific practices, not just theories, to build mental fortitude and emotional resilience. Seneca, once more, offers a powerful analogy that brings this practical application into sharp focus. He observed the relationship between physical exertion and bodily strength, extending that same logic to our inner world, our thoughts, and our emotional responses. He saw a direct parallel. Seneca eloquently stated, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Just as a muscle grows stronger when challenged and pushed, your mind develops resilience, wisdom, and inner peace when it confronts and processes challenging situations. It's a workout for your psyche. One powerful Stoic practice is negative visualization. Spend a few moments each day contemplating what you could lose: your job, your health, your loved ones. This isn't morbid. It fosters profound appreciation for what you have and mentally prepares you for potential loss, reducing its shock if it occurs. Another powerful technique is voluntary discomfort. Intentionally choose small hardships. Take a cold shower, walk instead of driving, or fast for a meal. These aren't punishments. They are exercises in showing yourself that you are capable of enduring more than you think, building mental toughness and freedom from indulgence. Finally, practice reframing. When you encounter a difficulty, immediately pause and ask, what is the lesson here? How can this challenge make me stronger? What hidden opportunity or new path is this obstacle revealing? This active questioning shifts your perspective from victim to agent, transforming suffering into growth. Suffering, then, is not a curse to be avoided at all costs, but a profound teacher, a forge for character, and an inevitable path to personal perfection. By adopting the Stoic perspective, you don't merely survive adversity. You consciously harness it to cultivate an unbreakable mind and a resilient spirit. Embrace the friction. Let the trials refine you. Allow what stands in the way to become the way. If this resonated with you and you're ready to unlock your inner strength, subscribe for weekly Stoic wisdom and join a community dedicated to living a life of purpose and tranquility.